So the next time your car needs a tune-up, make sure the mechanic knows who should be driving your car and who shouldn't. Now, Kevin, what do you say this weekend? You and me a little one-on-one. I think I can take it. And boy, does it go up quickly. In just a few short seconds, this small stack will be up in flames. Now imagine if this was sitting next to your garage or your house. Whew. Imagine this. Rocks 4 and 5 times the size of me being moved. It's no easy task. Investigators are on the scene right now trying to figure out what caused this plane to crash. As you can see from the wreckage behind me. Now these converter boxes don't cost very much, and even better, you can get a free coupon from the government worth $40, making it even cheaper.
This is Doyle, KU Local News.
Trash. It's ugly, it's dirty.
What a stinky mess.
And it's costing you money. In 2009, cleaning illegal dumps has cost taxpayers more than $60,000 in man-hours alone. That number would be even higher if the city hadn't partnered up with the county's Clean Sweep grant. And this isn't an isolated problem. The man responsible for dealing with these dumps says they're all over the city.
It is a big eyesore for everybody. Nobody wants to see mattresses, chairs laying around, garbage everywhere. It's really not a pleasant sight.
The problem is more than just ugly. It's a fire hazard too.
There's an opportunity for a fire, and one of intentional or unintentional sources happens and you get a fire. And at that point, it doesn't really care why it started. If it's got enough air, it's going to take off.
And boy, does it go up quickly. In just a few short seconds, this small stack will be up in flames. Now imagine if this was sitting next to your garage or your house. Illegal dumps are a major health hazard as well. They attract rodents and insects. Cleaning crews have even found used drug needles in dump trash. Imagine if your kids got a hold of that. Some residents are upset because it doesn't just affect the property that the garbage is on. It affects everyone.
It messes up the neighborhood. We don't like it. It makes an eyesore out of it. Probably even affects the property value to some extent.
The city only has one code compliance officer, and it can take him up to 2 months to scour the whole city. But by then, the trash is right back where he started. In Yakima, Shane Doyle, KU Local News. With 206 bones in the human body, it's hard to imagine that one can control everything. But that's exactly what this advanced form of chiropractic is all about. And some people swear by it. Chris Calderon is a single mom who goes to school and works full-time. She likes going to the ball games, swimming, and staying active with her kids. But just a few short months ago, she was unable to do most all of these things.
I suffered from migraines for almost 13 years. I didn't play an active role even in my own life just because of the pain, and it was a horrible nightmare.
That is until she heard of a chiropractic technique called upper cervical. It focuses exclusively on the top bone of the vertebrae called the atlas. The point of upper cervical is to restore communication in the body so the brain can send its healing messages. It starts with a thermal heat scan. This shows when the muscles are pulling the spine to one side or the other. Excessive muscle heat is a strong indicator that something's wrong.
Where you see red, that's bad.
Ouch! Maybe that explains all the pain I've been having. Specific x-rays show how to make any necessary adjustments to the atlas, and surprisingly, the procedure is very gentle and painless.
Every day, I see miracles in this office. By just moving a bone a half a millimeter or a millimeter, people get their lives back. And it's very, very rewarding to be a part of that process.
Dr. Smith says upper cervical can eliminate back and leg pain, headaches, insomnia, and much more. But does this technique really work? That's what I wanted to find out. So I asked a neurologist from Memorial Hospital's pain clinic.
Actually, quite a few ailments can be helped by this. It certainly makes a lot of sense from a mechanical standpoint. There are an awful lot of nerves and neural structures that are in close alignment with the upper cervical structures.
As for Chris, before finding upper cervical, she tried everything for her headaches, from pain meds to acupuncture, but nothing ever worked until now.
It doesn't affect my job anymore. It doesn't affect whether or not I can be an active part of my kids' sports or school stuff or whatever. So that in itself was life-changing for me.
In Yakima, Shane Doyle, KU Local News. Investigators are on the scene right now trying to figure out what caused this plane to crash. As you can see from the wreckage behind me, the plane is surprisingly intact. We don't exactly know what happened except that the plane clipped some trees and landed here on the ground, killing 2 people and leaving 1 in serious condition. The crash happened yesterday at 3 o'clock just east of Rimrock Lake. 37-year-old Justin Reed of Yakima was flying in from Yakima Airport with 2 of his kids. Investigators don't know if the crash was caused by pilot error or a mechanical problem. Justin and his 13-year-old son Perrin were killed, but amazingly, 5-year-old Julie Reed survived.
At the time of extrication, she was conscious and alert, talking to us. Yeah, she was able to, talk to us and stuff like that, which was really cool. Tears being shed, there's absolutely no doubt about it, all of us.
Now investigators are saying that a simple restraining device may have saved her life.
There was survivable space there in the rear of the aircraft where she was located. The whole aircraft is pretty badly damaged. She was in the back seat. She was in a car seat, a regular car seat at the time of the accident.
Investigators believe that this small grass airstrip behind me is where the pilot intended to land, however overshot it by about a half a mile. Family and friends are now left to grieve. Justin's coworkers, who did not wish to appear on camera, say he was like family and are deeply saddened that he is gone.
It's a really dark day, and I feel horrible for Natisha and Julie and the rest of the kids. It's just a really difficult, dark time for everybody.
Julie Reed was flown out to Harborview in Seattle last night, where doctors performed surgery on both of her legs. She also suffered a fracture to her face, however, doctors do expect her to make a full recovery. In Yakima, Shane Doyle, Cat KVUE, Local News.